Berserkers, Mages, and Jade Blades. The lethal ladder of Eythrope. In the military machine of Eythrope, your rank is not determined by politics, lineage, or favoritism. The hierarchy of the 10 Acolytes of Dawn is dictated by a single, brutal rule. Who can defeat who? Every position on the ladder is bought with blood and verified martial superiority. To understand the apex predators of this world, you must look at the specific combat classes core game engineered, built from the ground forces all the way up to the absolute pinnacle. At the foundational layers of the ladder, we find the specialized vanguard and stealth classes. Even here, no two styles are identical. Look at Idris, a textbook example of the vanguard knight class. Utilizing a heavy sword and a massive shield, Idris relies on ironclad defensive discipline and devastating counter-strikes. Next is Tahark, the twin flash, who discards the shield entirely for a dual short sword style built on blinding speed. Beside him sits Alun, a colossal vanguard acolyte who wields a massive warhammer forged of solid onyx. A weapon so dense that simply dropping it shakes the palace floor. For subtle work, the Empire deploys dagger maidens like Zorion. Wearing no armor, they blend into foreign civilizations to source intelligence and execute targets long before the armies drop from the clouds. But ranking above them all at number 4 is Akan, a singular specialist wielding a pristine jade longsword. Akan practices a style derived directly from core game's own primordial fighting flows. He separates the low ranks with precise, high-impact swordsmanship, and above him, the power-scaling fractures into pure devastation. Ranked above Akan sits the most destructive frontline class in the Empire, the Berserker Acolytes. Typified by the terrifying duo of Kwasi and Zamir, the Berserkers are not a monolith, but they share a singular, brutal purpose. They are the weapons core game unleashes when he wants to initiate a conflict and erase a population. They are physically built to shrug off heavy blows, push through impossible resistance, and funnel their mana and massively compound their own strength and speed. They are the archetype that created the one-man army label among the acolytes. In fact, Berserkers are almost never deployed with a squad. Why? Because when a Berserker unleashes their true power, the collateral damage is fatal to anyone standing nearby, ally or enemy. Yet, even their individual tactics diverge. Kwasi relies on pure, brutal physicality. He wields an enormous weapon with such terrifying momentum that if you are within striking distance, you are instantly torn apart. Energy manipulation is entirely secondary to his raw muscle. Zamir, on the other hand, channels his energy directly into the devastating flames of virtue. To stand anywhere near Zamir on the battlefield is to be instantly incinerated by cosmic fire. Different methods, but the exact same result. Berserkers go forward, they do not stop, and they leave no one alive to surrender. Climbing higher toward the absolute peak of the ladder, we encounter a class that operates on an entirely different, supernatural paradigm. The Mages. While this class might sound familiar, their mechanics are hyper-specific. Ethiopian mages use mana to cast magic, or they can weaponize mana directly as an attack of pure, raw energy without casting a single spell. Unlike the Berserkers or Knights, a mage does not use their mana to buff their physical body, speed, or muscles. Instead, they specialize in absolute spatial control. While other classes can deflect attacks or manifest basic shields, mages are masters of a far more lethal art. They create impenetrable barriers and possess the unique ability to completely redirect incoming energy right back at its source. There are limits, however. Whether the mana is being produced or controlled, Mana sensitives are not able to control energy that exceeds their individual threshold, which brings us to rank number 1, the absolute pinnacle of the lethal ladder, the Mage Knight, Daemon. What makes Mage Knight class so terrifying that it commands the obedience of immortal berserkers, swordsmen, and mages? Daemon is the perfect, flawless fusion of martial combat and mana control. He possesses the elite, devastating physical combat options of the warrior classes, combined with the absolute energy mastery of the mages. He doesn't just know magic. He knows every single energy manipulation technique core game ever taught. When Daemon enters combat, he controls the energy flow of force through the ultimate trinity of cosmic warfare: barrier, deflection, and redirection. He can create the impenetrable barriers of High Mage. He can execute the flawless deflections of a Master Vanguard, and he can seamlessly redirect your own ultimate attack back into your teeth while closing the distance with a blade. The Mage Knight class wasn't just built to lead an army. It was structurally engineered to counter and dismantle every other acolyte class on the ladder. Daemon stands at the top because, by design, he cannot be beaten. From the invisible blade of a dagger maiden to the absolute counter mechanics of the Mage Knight, this is the lethal ladder of Eythrope. Which fighting class style would you choose to master? Let me know in the comments and hit subscribe to unlock more canon lore from Shogun of the Heavens. Welcome to Shogun of the Heavens, a dark fantasy series available now on Amazon. Beyond the striking, color-coded covers lies an interior crafted for the ultimate reading experience, featuring a seamless prologue, a detailed glossary, and a clean, high readability font designed for maximum eye comfort. Selva! Selva! Join the Dynasty. The links to the books and our social media are in the description. Thank you. Selva! Selva!